Hey y'all, I'm JamesWright, and welcome back to Wizards News. Today I want to talk about dragons. Yes, we saw a whole bunch on Dragon's Day, but where can you find them now that they're out in the wild? Let's dive in and take a look at this. On Dragon's Day, we saw a ton of dragons, and that was a lot of fun. But now that they are out in the wild and they've all spread out to their specific regions, we want to find how can you find your regular dragon in its region. They're supposed to be regularly spawning, but a lot of people haven't seen them. So what are you looking for in the game to know if dragons are around? To find that out, last week I put together a data sheet, and so this was a way of collecting information about live spawn dragons. And a lot of people filled this out. I think 180 responses here. And so we were looking at what dragon were you found, what time of day, what was the weather. Just a very simple sheet, and we got a decent amount of responses, 180. Not enough to make a dead certain response, but enough to get a really good guess and see what's going on. And the information actually makes it pretty clear. And by pretty clear, I mean clear. So you can see here's the weather. You can see the type of dragons over here, the day it was recorded, but here you can also see the time of day. Was it day, dusk, dawn, or night? And so far, most of them are clear and during the daytime. And we can keep going down. It's clear and during the daytime. 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 Clear and... Okay, you can see you're probably going to find them clear during the daytime. But there are some other anomalous ones down here I want to look at. One person put in overcast. I allowed people to put in other. In particular, you want to look at the weather in-game. And if you look at the weather in-game, if it's clear or partly cloudy, you'll actually see a dragon in the image. And that might be a good hint that dragons might be around. So keep an eye on the weather in-game. Don't look at the weather around you because that may be lying to you. It may have been that when someone thought it was overcast, it was actually partly cloudy. And the partly cloudy is another one where we see quite a bit. And of course, partly cloudy, those are all day. And then down here we have some other anomalous ones. There were a bunch of rainy, some of them day. The two night were also rainy. There were a bunch more clear, but those were during dusk. I think someone may have just switched out what time it actually was, and it was actually still day, but they were thinking it was dusk. And then there were a few down here with windy. So these ones I don't give a whole lot of credit to or a whole lot of weight to their force, but we're pretty certain that most of the time, clear and during the day is when dragons spawn. So keep an eye out for that. Also, the partly cloudy emblem has a dragon in it. So I'm thinking that might be a good reason, but you'll probably find them more often when it's clear and less often when it's partly cloudy. But we'll find out more in the future as this goes on. I'm still collecting data on this, and as it continues to collect, we may be getting some more information here soon. Now, Jibs Entertainment is actually collecting some more data on this. And if you haven't gone over here, I'll leave a link to their research page. They collect a whole bunch of different research. They're doing a research on ingredients mechanics. Where do the ingredients spawn? What the weather conditions cause that? So you can go in here and fill out the survey on that. There is a spawn mechanics for general foundables, and particularly specific ones that might pop up differently with different weathers. So if you're looking for that, here's another slot for that. They're also doing a Portkey research, very similar to what I have done. And if you want to continue on that, go ahead and throw that in here. But particularly, they have one here for oddities. And so this isn't just dragons, but oddities in general. What weather conditions actually influence oddities? We were thinking leprechauns with rain or cloudy weather. I'd love to actually see more information on here, how that comes out. Jibs Entertainment does a fantastic job of collecting information, and they really go a lot deeper than I can go here on this channel. And a lot of these surveys are up for a lot longer so that they can create a much broader source of information. And that actually gives you a better sample size. So go over here and help them out, and we'll be getting more information about this. When they actually publish one of these, I also do a video on that as well. So as to the thoughts of daytime and clear, I'm not the only one who's found that out. And if you come over here to the Orange Wizard, he just put up this infographic. And yes, he has down here, daytime clear, daytime partly cloudy. And here you can actually see the dragons in the image, giving you a pretty good hint you may see dragons out. So keep an eye on that weather icon. That may actually help you out. Keep in mind, dragons are severe and emergency. So that means that they're going to be rare. You're not going to see them regularly. How often do you see a red flare? They're going to be a little bit less common. So keep an eye out for it, and they will pop up from time to time, as long as you know what weather to look for. In other news, the official Harry Potter Wizards Unite Twitter page has come out with this, and they've announced the next Community Day being September 21st. They haven't announced what it will be, whether it will be focusing on fortresses or focusing on foundables. It'll be interesting to see what they decide with that. I I think Dragon's Day was a success, and they might actually do something kind of around that. I kind of feel that we'll be going back towards Foundables, but the challenges were very interesting, so I have no idea what they're going to do, but I know it's going to be fun. Definitely start working on finding a community, and if you haven't actually found a community yet, I definitely say go take a look at the video I have on how to find other players, and I'll leave a link to that down below. There are other players out there, and the game is growing. There are a lot of resources to find other players in your area, and hopefully that will help you out. So put September 21st in your calendar, and I'm looking forward to seeing you out there. If you are going to be in the Rockford area, I will be doing a get-together here, depending upon what they choose and how it's done. So I hope this information was helpful to you. If it was, please let me know down below. Also, if you have any other thoughts or ideas or things you would like me to do some research on, I'd love to hear those. Again, if you did like the video, please hit like, comment, share, subscribe, ring the bell. I say it regularly, but that's because those actually do make a difference, and it really helps out the channel, so thank you for that. If you'd like to help out even a little bit more, you can help out on patreon.com. I'm not taking on any sponsors right now. I just want to be supported by you, the viewer, as I think that makes the community flow a little bit better. So I hope you like that. I think that's about it for now, and until next time, have a magical day.